I know who to trust. I come around me, we sizing them up. Call up the gang, they lining it up. Fading it, taping it up with the cut. I had a dream, I was ready for it. Lord told me, hey Dylan, you headed for it. Know my future been break up and overpouring. Know my demons, they been trying to overthrow it.
What's up, y'all? I hope you had a happy Thanksgiving, because this video should be dropping on Friday. I'm not recording it on Friday or Thanksgiving, but you get the idea. But anyways, and also, yes, I am wearing no sleeves, because you all asked, and I'm just kidding. No one also asked that, but I am wearing no sleeves because I feel like it. Anyways, today, as you can tell by the title, we are going to be covering Bryson Tiller's Christmas album. It's nice and short, it's 7 songs, 18 minutes, which is great for me, editing wise. Now I just gotta hope the music is up to snuff, which it should be. Tiller is normally pretty good, and even if the song structure is not great, I like his voice enough for it to compensate for it. But yeah, I also wanted to talk about some of the comments being left. Not that there are anything wrong with them, that's not where I'm going with this. I just would like, if you're going to comment about as a part of the review, please put the song part that you're responding to, because there have been some comments that I'm like, I didn't really know how to respond because I didn't know what they were talking about, and like I would have had to sit through the whole video to figure out what part you were talking about. And honestly, I didn't really want to do that. So if you can leave the song there, it'd make it real short and sweet for me to cut back there, and so I can get you a good, like a quality response rather than just liking the comment, because I would prefer to go back and forth, but not if it's gonna make me sit through a 30-minute video that I know what it looks like thoroughly, because I spent 2+ hours having to edit it, plus the hour it took to record it. So you know what I'm saying? So if we could do that, we'd be on the same page. That'd be great. I appreciate y'all for that. If you like what y'all see in today's short review, please hit that like and subscribe down below, and let me know your favorite songs or anything in the comments below as well. For the next video upload, y'all can send me some album suggestions as well, but I'm thinking I'm going to do Constellations by Rini. It's a little bit of an older album, like maybe 2 months, but it should be exposing some of you guys that aren't like really deep into the R&B realm to some new artists. So yeah, that'll be it for that. Anyways, that's enough of me rambling. Let's get into this album review. Alrighty, so the first song up in the Bryson Tiller A Different Christmas album is Be Mine This Christmas. And I just want to note that for all the song titles are all lowercase. I don't know, it was just weird to me. I'm a person that loves capital letters, so I'd capitalize all my letters rather than lowercase any of them. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's get into it.
I thought you would be mine this Christmas. Ring, ring, ring. And the bells ringing on the Christmas tree. Minnesota when the snow is listening. See the star, had to make a wish now, baby. My only wish is you to come home, but how does it sound, baby? Maybe I'll make the trip. I'll tell you what. I sing it to you like this. I'll tell you what. Say it's you. Don't wanna be friends. I should probably move on. This is you. You don't wanna make amends.
Alrighty, song 1, Be Mine This Christmas. I mean, I don't know about y'all, but I think Tiller's getting back at, well, at least, I'm saying it too early, this is song number 1, but it feels like he's getting in that trap soul lane almost a little bit, which he kind of always does, but he's back to singing / rapping like the way he did in that one to me. Because to me, lately in his albums, it's been kind of inconsistent. Like, he'll get in that lane for a little bit, like maybe a song or two, and then kind of leave it and start experimenting with other things, and it just don't work out as well. Because this lane right here for him, he doesn't get touched in. Like, I don't know. That's why, like, Trap Soul was, I think, on my phone, Apple Music tracks your most listened to songs / albums. And I think 1 is El Hey, All Has Fallen. I was going through some things. It was like my breakup album. Then you have, what is it? Free Black by Black. That actually is my favorite album, like, of all time, probably. And then it's Trap Soul, like, because I love those out, like, I love those sounds. And so that's why I was kind of happy to review this and just hoping it'd start going back down that lane, and that's how it's starting. I mean, basically it's about him not, well, he said it pretty much defined it in one line, saying, I don't want to be alone this Christmas, so he's going to be doing everything he can to, or he's just hoping to see this girl for Christmas, and hoping they can be together for Christmas. That's all it is. I mean, that's why he wants her to be his this Christmas. Honestly, I didn't even notice, like, the chorus didn't sound like a traditional chorus to me. Like, yeah, the words are the same, but I didn't differentiate it at all from the normal verses. I just kept listening, and then I noticed, oh, that's being repeated. That's the chorus. I don't know. It felt a little weird, because normally you can tell, like, it's pretty obvious when the chorus starts, and to me, I don't know if I just wasn't listening enough, like, hard enough, because I was trying to read the words or what, but I couldn't pick it out immediately. But yeah, I think this one's a pretty dang good song. Writing-wise, there's not much to really dissect here. It's kind of straightforward. He didn't even really rap in this one at all. I think it was mostly just him singing, which is fine. It sounded good. So that's all I have for Be Mine this Christmas. Song number 2 is Cold December Interlude. Bryson Tiller always, and I mean always, has himself an interlude. That was Cold December Interlude, nice and short, 1.5 minutes. And as with all of his interludes, he did a great job. The chorus, like the little intro, was probably my favorite part. The beat was nice on this. Verse was short. I mean, it's kind of continuing the theme of the last song. I just wanted the girl to... well, actually, it's not the same thing. Like, it isn't. There's a part where he mentions, like, where have you been? I want you here. And then it's also, like, she's trying to avoid him, and he's like, I'm doing anything I can to get you back type thing. So, I think... I wonder if Tiller makes his interludes by, like, starting them off as a song and then just cutting it short. Because it didn't go the way he planned, or he starts off making these interludes, like only saying, oh, it's only going to be 1.5 minutes, and that's going to be it. Because some of these sound like very, like, just not incomplete songs, but like so full songs that were like intentionally cut short. Like this one definitely I thought it sounded like it was a full song, that he was just about to start going in, because I'm like, otherwise you used literally half the song on that intro. Which doesn't seem right. Not to say that it isn't what he did, but that's just what I'm like, man, I don't believe that's what he was intending to do. So yeah, I like interludes. So good interlude. Nothing more to say there. I will be saving that one for sure. And the first song, because I like the first song. Track 3, it's his first feature. It's called Presence, and he's featuring Kiana Lede. That was Presence, and you can definitely hear Kiana Lede's influence on the beat, because this is not a typical Tiller beat at all, but this is definitely, when the beat first started, I thought this was a Kiana Lede song, like, so yeah, that was her influence on it. And I'm not gonna lie, at first I didn't think their pairing was going to work too well, and I mean, oh my god, I don't know what that was. Like, I mean, even when Kiana Lede's verse first started, I was like, I don't necessarily like her on this song with him. But then the chorus they did together at the end of the song, I enjoyed. Even though I didn't enjoy the chorus itself, like I just like their their sounds together. But they said like me half the time that in that chorus, and I just was not. I'm not a fan of when somebody repeats the same word over and over again. Like unless it's like the harmonizing type things where they're holding it out really long, and it's like they do in gospel songs a lot. I mean that's different, but like them just repeating me over and over again, I was like, nah, I'm good on this. I didn't like the chorus of this one at all. Even though when they did it together, it sounded cool. Taylor is slow. Well, it's not slowly. He is moving away from so far. We're only 3 songs in, but he moved away. There's only 7 songs, but he's moving away from that Taylor sound that I said I liked so much in the first song, which is why I said I needed to pump my brakes because it was still early and he may do it, and he's seeming to be doing it. Oh well, my heart hurts. But I mean, we already know the. I don't know if I really need to touch on the lyrics as much because it doesn't seem like he's actually going to start rapping or going too deep lyrically, but he's going to like. But so that means to me that it's all going to be this surface level like I miss you, I want to spend Christmas with you type thing. You know. So, and I'm looking at the rest of these song titles. I'll Be Home for Christmas, Lonely Christmas, Ain't a Lonely Christmas Song, then Winter Wonderland. So like all of that's like Winter Wonderland may be the only one I'm like I don't know, but even then I think it's just gonna be going to like having a great time with somebody. So it's like it's all that same vein. We'll see if he raps in any of it or wants to take it a little deeper than the surface in it, but so far I don't think he will. So anyways, that was track 3. I don't know if I'm saving this one. Like it's, I don't want to keep saying it's cool. It's all right. I'm not gonna say it's good because I don't know. To me, Taylor didn't do much on it. I wasn't necessarily in love with Leday's part, her individual verse on it. I just like that last chorus. So yeah, I'll Be Home for Christmas.
I'll be home for Christmas and presents under the tree. I'm dreaming tonight of a place I love.
That was I'll Be Home for Christmas by Taylor. I didn't like it. I mean, I personally tend not to like renditions of songs. Like, this is just his version of I'll Be Home for Christmas. Then he didn't even complete the version. It was just a minute and a half, like, just a taste of it. And I'm like, come on, man. I don't know. Like, I don't see this one's place on the album. Yeah, it's a Christmas song, but if you're not going to finish a Christmas song, then what's the point? I don't know. I'm hoping it connects to the next song, because I do not want to dislike Bryson Taylor's, but so far I was like, that one could have been left off. It's I'll Be Home for Christmas. Y'all know the lyrics to it. It's been played countless amount of times in your life. So we're going to move on to this track 5, Lonely Christmas, featuring Justin Bieber and Pooh Bear, whoever that is. I know who Bieber is. I don't know who Pooh Bear is. But hopefully this one gives us what we've been looking for.
Right now I'd be out there shopping. Some of you call it tricking off. Yeah.
Stressing about impressing all your family, 'cause everybody knows I've been working hard. I wanna be a lonely Christmas, a lonely broken-hearted Christmas. I filled your heart up with resentment.
Oh, I might as well be a Jehovah's Witness. Now I know the meaning of a silent night on my own.
That was a Lonely Christmas by Taylor, Justin Bieber, and Pooh Bear. So all the songs going on, I figured out who Pooh Bear is. It's normally who does the, I don't want to say background slash bridges for Justin Bieber. Like he works with Justin Bieber a lot. But anyways, as for the song, man, when it started off, I was like, "There's no way Tiller hops on this," and it was just because there was no 808s, there was no hi hats, there was no like artificial drum sounds, and it was just that guitar playing, and I was like, "That's not Tiller. Always has to have some type of artificial production like that. That's his voice works with that. I didn't know how it would work with just a guitar." And then Justin Bieber comes out and sings the first verse, and I'm like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Then once it gets close to finishing that first, or no, whenever he finishes the first verse, gets in the chorus, the 808 start, and I was like, okay, now I can see what Tiller hops on this. And I like it. I like it because it's different for Tiller. It's not his normal vein. I don't necessarily know if I'd like his voice with just it, but with just the guitar, but like it wasn't an obscene amount of the production like he normally has, and like because it was kind of I don't want to say minimal, but it was like there was noticeably less production and substitution for that guitar, and so like it wasn't bad. I was like, so maybe he doesn't necessarily need as much production as I thought for his voice to sound like I want it to, like for the song to work like I want it to. To me, I still think Justin Bieber was the best part of this song, and that's no shade at Tiller. I just think this is Justin's lane more. Justin's more comfortable in this, and I feel like this was kind of an experiment for Tiller. Similar to like if you watch the Summer Walker review, I had said the same thing about the Ari Lennox Summer Walker collab. That song, like it was Ari Lennox did a better job, but that's because I felt Summer was experimenting back then. Same type thing here. An artist it's not necessarily their lane, so the artist that they got to feature is always going to outdo them because that's more their space. But yeah, I kind of like this one. I mean, it lyrics weren't any deeper, but it touched on something slightly different. Like it's kind of just reminiscing about Christmas. I mean, past holidays and whatnot, and just trying to connect with her through the retelling of what Joe used to do in the holidays, what used to happen in the holidays. Like he mentions bringing over her mom's food to their Christmas dinner, I guess, and then her spilling some of it. Very personal story. Then Bieber talks about like getting lights at Walmart and hanging up around the house. So it's like them just reminiscing with their own personal stories, trying to connect with that maybe former lover. It doesn't really say. Well, I'm assuming it's going to a former lover because, of course, it's going to be a lonely Christmas, a lonely, broken-hearted Christmas. So I think it'd be natural to assume they're no longer with that person. But yeah, I like this. Good song together. This one's more Christmassy. I think this one is saving. So far, the ones I'd be saving is the first two and this one. So he continues on Ain't a Lonely Christmas Song, track number 6.
I ain't used to this big house being a home. That's all I'm good at being alone. But this is different cause I got you. How many you wouldn't let me down? They don't want this love is having someone who knows you need around. This ain't a lonely Christmas song. Thank you for your presence. It's truly a blessing.
Alrighty, that was Ain't a Lonely Christmas featuring Taylor Parks, who I forgot to mention at first. And I was wondering, like the whole song, I was wondering where I knew this artist from. Pooh Bear I didn't know, I had to research. But this one, Taylor's name was familiar because I don't know nobody named Taylor. So anyways, it was from Chris Brown's Anyway song off of, I think it's the Royalty album. And I can definitely hear her influence over it. It seems like Tiller's being influenced a lot on these songs, or wanting to try out a bunch of different directions in this album. Because I think Taylor Parks typically likes a lot of like almost quasi EDM type music, and so you hear it starting to get into that with the beat. Like it literally sounds like the to a Skrillex song. I think it's like Cinema or something like that. It's that same type of bass line that they tend to use. So yeah, that was that. As for the song itself, I mean, I wouldn't save this one. It's not like this one's a little better than alright. I just wouldn't save it. Talking about just how they're talking about how their Christmas is gonna be lonely, but since that person showed up, it's no longer a lonely Christmas. Like yeah, so that's what it is. It's different than what I thought was going to be happening here in this song, but not necessarily better than what I thought was going to be happening here. So I don't know if I want to see them collab again. And gosh, man, this album is sounding like I don't like anything he does, and that's not true. It's just I guess I gotta stop holding him to the trap soul standard of what I want to hear, because I don't think he's ever going to reach that one again. Which is it is what it is. I'm not going to say it's a good or a bad thing. It's just different. So yeah, I gotta get used to that, and I just don't want to because I love trap soul so much. And with that, we're going to move on to the finale, Winter Wonderland, featuring Harley Halo Tiller. Who is Harley Tiller? Is this a sibling? She is the eldest daughter of Bryson Tiller. So is this the same girl that he was singing about in the in Trap Soul? 'Cause I think that was his first daughter. So, okay, she's gonna put a little Blue Ivy or Assad, whatever DJ Khaled's kid's name is, Assad, one of the two, and work with them both. This could be interesting. Let's hear it.
Sleigh bells ring. Are you listening? In the lane, snow is glistening.
Gone away is the bluebird. Here to stay is a new bird. He sings a love song while we stroll along, walking in the winter wonderland.
That was a Winter Wonderland featuring Tiller and his daughter Halo. Honestly, I thought she had a great voice. And I'm not just saying that as a kid. Maybe a lot of kids have good voices here, and puberty just messes that up. But yeah, I liked her voice here. I like them working together here. Winter Wonderland's one of my, I'm not gonna say it's my favorite, but I think it's higher on my list of Christmas songs. So yeah, like while this is a cover, I just thought it was cute them working together and playing off each other and doing a little more than what these other artists do when they bring their kids on. Like she's actually doing a decent job of singing and adding to the song here. I thought they worked together well on this. I don't know if he's trying to get her into music or if they just wanted to sing a song together, but it was good. I loved the live instrumentation there and the it's not a jazz break, but just an instrumental break that they had. That was good here. As for the lyrics, we don't need to touch on them. It's just the traditional Winter Wonderland lyrics. It's a good song though. Good song. Would I save this one? No, because I told y'all before. As for covers, I never find the need to save them because they rarely outdo the original one. And honestly, I don't be saving Christmas songs like that. Call me a Grinch if you want. I don't care. I just don't. Christmas songs, like, you can only listen to in Christmas time, and then you hear it everywhere. So it's like I don't need to save them because they're all over everything. So yeah, it's cool though. I definitely would probably put this 4, possibly even 3, just because. Yeah, I think I may be able to put it 3. I'll give y'all a top 3 as we get into the as I have my closing thoughts. But yes, good job there, Tiller. I like the idea of y'all singing together, especially if she sounds as good as she does. So yes, that was the review. I hope you enjoyed it so far. Like it was short, admittedly 7 songs, and honestly 2 of them were covers. 1 was an interlude. Like so, yeah. Sadly, as I said in the first song, he did not go back to that song, that trap soul sound, which is fine. It's a Christmas album. I low-key didn't expect him to go there at all, and the fact that he did in the first song just had got my hopes up because I thought it was gonna be something different for a Christmas album. But yeah, it's fine. Top three, definitely Be Mine This Christmas. Cold December Interlude and Winter Wonderland. 4 would probably be is it Lonely Christmas? Yeah, it's Lonely Christmas. The one with Justin Bieber, that'd probably be 4. But yeah, those are my 4 there. Short album review here. So I hope y'all enjoyed y'all's Thanksgiving and getting ready for, enjoy putting up your decorations for Christmas as the season approaches. Hope you weren't splitting it alone if you don't want to. And if you do, I hope you enjoy it by yourself. As for me, you will never know because I'm keeping it close to the chest. But anyways, that's all I had for you here. The Lord keep y'all till I see y'all again. Peace. Alright guys, as for Rini's Constellations album, Constellation. I don't know if I said Consolation or Consolation, but Constellation. I'm going to try to get that out this week or next week. No promises, but it's going to be out soon. So if you have not heard of the artist, be sure to listen and get your advice, and hopefully the snippets of the song encourages you to listen to it, because after all, that's what this for, is to introduce people to new R&B artists, so y'all can stop saying R&B is dead, because it is not. Y'all just don't know enough artists. So that's all I had to say. Hope you look forward to the album. Please be sure to subscribe if that's what you want to, if you can't wait to hear it. And that's all.